I went into Hibike Euphonium blind, uncertain of what this anime would be. Would it be cute girls playing instruments for fun and have no interior motives, or would it change me as a whole person? Sound Euphonium was introduced into my life at a whim, at one of my lowest points. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted to do, waking up day by day, doing things routinely, no real reason and no real motivation. Going to college and taking the courses I thought was best suited for me. I never had an interest in medicine, and why did I choose it? Because the people around me kept saying it would be better for me, and that I had to do that in order for me to live a happy and fruitful life. I was wrong, and Hibike Euphonium changed who I was entirely. This is musical anime done right. Hibike Euphonium. We get a glimpse of who Kumiko is with the first 2 minutes of the show. Someone who does not strive for greatness but also gives enough effort to feel satisfied. A person who can do the bare minimum and have low expectations on herself and the people surrounding her. She also unintentionally says what's on her mind, telling Reina, "Did you really think we could make nationals?" This line already separates what these two characters feel. One wants to be self-satisfied and the other wants to achieve more. Reina is the type of person who wants to be different. She wanted to reach nationals but fell short, and being right there in reach of your goal and not achieving it, it made Reina frustrated, questioning Kumiko, "Aren't you upset?" She then stands up and lets her know that she is upset, that she is totally upset. The series starts off with Kumiko getting ready to go to her new school, Kitauji High School, a place where she can start off fresh and new and forget about the things she regretted the year before. We all look for a fresh start at some place, but usually something will drop back those lingering memories of who we were at that said time. For Kumiko, the entrance into the high school and watching the band play out reminded her of those feelings. Realizing how awful they played and how they cannot play together, it brought her back to those thoughts of, but well, I guess they aren't trying for nationals, signalizing her last memories at the time where she wanted to go for nationals. Always going back to these distant and yet forgotten memories is something that holds dear to Kumiko and myself really. We don't want change, but we strive for it. Maybe not ongoingly, but we want something to change in ourselves. Kumiko realizes that this new hairdo and new persona she is trying to do is not who she is. She gets rid of the ponytail and goes back to being who she is. Kumiko decided to play the UFO well because no one wanted to play it to begin with. At a new school where no one knows anything about her, she decides to not join the concert band, but her interaction with Hazuki, making her first noise, it reminded her of who she was and what really started that spark in her, the love she had for the UFO. Even though she was forced to play it as it was the only instrument left, she stuck to it, but once you want to change, you decide to do something who isn't you. She looked to pick out a new instrument, but there's always people in our lives that could see through those masks, and that was Asuka at that very moment, knowing that Kumiko was already a euphonium player. I resonated to Kumiko's character in different ways, even though I'm just reviewing episode 1 of this anime, as I don't want to spoil how special it is, but you can probably tell that I care wholeheartedly to the creation of what Hibike Euphonium is. Sound Euphonium to me is something special. I acted like I was someone else, always doing something for others and not for myself. Realizing that some anime character felt so real to me is kind of funny. Kumiko Amaya to me was this ghost I was chasing, someone who I thought to be. She acted like that ghost and had the same unintentional expressions, but I was wrong. She was just trying to be who she was, a plain high school girl with no real motivations, until she decided for herself that the euphonium is what she wanted to play, and it didn't matter as long as she had a reason to play it. I never thought it would be hard to be myself or to do what I really wanted without thinking otherwise. Sound Euphonium made me realize it doesn't matter what I do, as long as I like it, and that is a good enough of a reason for me to stick to it and to find out who I really am, and if anything, there's always a new piece ready to be played.